I'm constantly getting comments that I should be doing cartoons or voice acting.
Yes.
And I think that basically means that people think my voice is weird.
Hi, as a voice actor, I agree, and you should be doing those.
But why? I mean, why don't they just say your voice sounds funny? Why do I have to make my career out of it?
No, it's
I
soothing.
I think it's because there's a uniqueness that they could see applying to characters on screen, or it's because they don't want to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
Yeah.
If you could get do one of those VR chats where you have a sexy avatar of an anime girl, but your voice, I think that'd be the best of all worlds, really.
Talk to me after. We'll see if we can get another Patreon perk just for
A chat with Zach.
I would
Zach
fucking
chat.
love, because you can choose voices for your GPS. If I could choose Zach for my GPS, but then it's also Zach who has no sense of direction.
Oh shit! I think you. Oops.
It just calls him. Does it just call him on the phone?
Yeah, it just calls him, and he's trying to figure it out on the fly. He's got so many maps.
You could do this.
You could hear the maps ruffling as it's live. Is that what you're saying?
At some point he goes, shit, I dropped it.
It'd be like on Seinfeld when Kramer was doing the movie phone message, but he was doing it in real time.
Yep.
Well, why don't you just tell me what movie you'd like to see?
Yeah. Oh my god, what would we call it? The Zach GPS.
Zach Maps?
GPZ?
Zach Maps?
Zach Maps is cute.
Zach Maps.
Zach Maps.
Or Zach Quest.
Zach Quest is good.
It's always just the direction that I should have get. Oh, you should have turned left back there.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was it.
Then you just scream "Go Bills" once in a while.
Yeah, he goes, "Ooh, is that McDonald's? Let's stop here.
Let's pull over.
Pull over."
It only routes to the nearest.
Welcome to Answer For It. This is a comedy trivia podcast where really the answers don't matter. It's the journey of how we four friends get there in our comedic stylings. I'm Elyse Willems. I ask the questions here. I'm joined by my husband,
AJ LoCascio.
No,
Nice try.
AJ LoCascio and
Try.
Zach Anner.
No.
Husbands.
I have one husband.
And it's Zach and AJ.
James Willems.
Who?
What if your husband was Zach and AJ combined?
Yeah,
Oh,
Into
God.
one man.
one big
A
man.
horrible accident happened.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have divorced them by now? Because we've been married for a long time.
We'd have 4 arms, so she couldn't get rid of us.
If James died and his dying wish was for
No,
you
I
to
hate
remarry, but only the two of us.
Only someone
Oh,
else's podcast.
yeah. If it's us together, yes.
And
Time for your morning bath, my love.
Who is that? Is
That's
that
both of us
that's
combined.
what both of you sound
We
like?
speak in unison.
Yes.
Yes.
Come
We.
take your morning bath.
I don't understand.
I just don't understand why I need 7 baths a day.
It's always morning in the Anner LoCascio Willems house.
Okay, well, I'm going to move right along here. I'm also joined
It's
by
a bath time.
I'm joined by AJ LoCascio.
Hello, one of 3 husbands.
No, my 3 husbands.
My 3 husbands. That's like My 3 Sons, that show from the 50s, but My 3 husbands.
and another man who is very much like a brother to me and nothing more.
a bruthsband? A brusband? Yeah.
Zach Anner.
Hi, I'm the second favorite husband.
No,
We're both the
brusband is
second
not a
favorite because
word.
we share a brusbandry.
Brusband is not a word. Let's move on. Let's get right to the questions
Okay.
here.
Would you marry me if James died?
Yeah.
Question number 1.
As one person, would we have to medically sew ourselves together to legally qualify as one
How
person?
would you do that? Which way would you do that? If that was
Cat
part of
dog
the
style.
I would start with Velcro and then just see what they said.
Yeah.
Well, how would
They-
would you go back to back or front to front or side to side?
Cat dog.
Arms and each other's arms.
I have, as somebody who's duct taped himself to another man before, I
Mhm.
feel like I got to be in front.
I've seen it.
Sure.
So,
Okay,
But cat dog style, right?
yeah,
Waist to waist.
for sure. Well,
that means all the milkshakes he's eaten.
I'm also eating.
Well, no,
I'm
they're coming
also
out.
eating them.
I like that this has transcended beyond the act of being husband to me and just you two doing dumb shit stapled together.
Yeah, that's
or
them being
medically
husband to
fused. Yeah.
You after like a week forget that I exist because
We're so in love with each other.
Yeah.
No, it's because
Yeah.
they're dead.
Yeah.
Because they're
For
dead
sure.
from surgical infections.
Surgical infection.
Whatever you do, this surgery will go well. Just please don't have any milkshakes.
But remember,
Please.
we
Or
did
candy
it for
corn.
you, though. So
Yeah.
we don't want you to have to grieve twice.
And then I have to take on so much debt from both of you.
Uh-huh.
From all the medical procedures.
All the
Yeah.
medical
Yeah.
procedures, try to keep you alive. I keep saying like,
Pull the
maybe
plug.
we just pull the plug, and then you say no. They had a very staunch like resuscitate order.
Yeah.
You know, keep them alive as long as possible.
Are you Mrs. Cat Dog?
DNR, do not resuscitate.
They gave each other power of attorney over each other. So they just ask Zach, and AJ goes, "No." And then they ask AJ, and Zach goes, "Oh."
We're also not talking, so you have to pass notes between us.
First question.
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone cast Mr. T as Rocky's rival Clubber Lang in Rocky 3 after seeing Mr. T on what TV show?
Well, it feels like we're going to think of the obvious one, but it can't be the obvious one, right?
It's got to be the Sesame Street.
The Sesame Street?
Whoa, hang on. Is this
Yeah,
different from
this-
Sesame Street?
These kids are watching the Sesame Street. They're getting all these liberal ideas. I like that you threw a "the" in there.
Yeah, I mean, that means that whenever you put a "the" in front of something, it means that you're judging it and you don't understand it.
Mhm. I'm going to the Walmarts.
What did
right?
Mr.
That's like
T-
how my family would say it. Going to the Walmart.
What did he do on Sesame Street?
I think he represented a certain letter.
How many-
I don't
oh.
know.
A certain letter.
We
Can't
could-
think of one he'd be
there's no way we
associated
can
with.
know which.
Yeah.
And gosh, there'd be so much fun stuff you could do with him. Like you could have him with the count and they'd be counting all the fools they pitied.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it though.
Mr.
Nothing
T, pretty non-controversial, right? That we're aware of?
else. It's
don't know.
in my social consciousness or my I think so.
I don't think like there's been any major fallouts of Mr. T.
He stopped wearing his gold chains after Hurricane Katrina. Remember that? Because he
Yeah.
thought it was
That's-
insensitive when people lost everything.
Yeah.
Pretty controversial though, because who is he without his chains really?
I was disappointed when he didn't return for the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs sequel.
Oh, well,
Was he
I
in
guess
the first
everyone
one?
fails you at some point.
He, Mr. T also was he was, posting about being cautious against COVID-19.
Yeah, I think
Right?
Mr.
All
T, one of the good ones.
He legally changed his name to Mr. T to ensure people addressed him with respect, the respect of Mr., because he didn't like that, boy being used as a term of disrespect toward black men.
Mr. T probably should have been our Chuck Norris. All the hype that Chuck Norris got probably should have been Mr. T. Honestly.
I saw someone say that Christopher Lee was like everything, all those Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Lee was the
He
actual
actually
living
did them.
embodiment of
That's
that.
true.
And I said, yeah, hell yeah. But
Wait.
yeah, Mr. T.
There's still
seems-
time, though, right?
Yeah, let's just give him Mr. T the.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind.
Carl Weathers and Mr. T reportedly did not get along.
Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
But is that
that's
a
not a
thing where
deal
it's-
breaker.
Yeah, is that like a humidifier and a dehumidifier where they're both doing their job so well?
Well-
They're both so cool.
Weathers initially viewed Mr. T as celebrity stunt casting rather than a trained actor. Because Carl Weathers was a
She's
thespian.
a thespian for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
also,
well,
Mr. T, what was Mr. T prior to Mr. T? Like,
he was
Mr.
a bouncer.
His name
He
is
was a-
Lawrence Turode.
He was a nightclub bouncer,
Hmm.
I believe, that somehow got noticed by someone and he started doing stuff.
I mean, I don't know anything about that dispute, but like Mr. T brings Mr. T to the table. Like, if you're hiring Mr. T, you're getting Mr. T. So, like, it's not like he was an influencer or something where it's just like, oh, they just have 1 million followers. It's like, oh, I just know when I'm hiring this guy, I'm getting Mr. T.
What TV show did Mr. Stallone, the other Mr.,
Well,
see him on?
I think Zach said the Sesame Street, which is very close, but I think it was the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood.
Hmm.
He saw two misters together and he said, this guy seems like fun, seems like a nice dude.
Man's man.
But wait, you're assuming that Stallone was just like, let me put on PBS. Like,
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was probably,
everyone?
Right now, the idea of putting on PBS might seem a little strange, but back then, I feel like if someone was on Mr. Rogers, you took notice.
I always watch PBS SoCal.
PBS, great.
Every
PBS.
every program. I would love if one of us was involved with CBS.
Oh,
Well,
CBS?
CBS?
PBS.
I also would love to be involved
PBS.
with CBS as well.
Not right now.
Not right now. Yeah.
No.
PBS though. He has a kid. PBS and Nickelodeon were like the two, and then UPN, which I don't know if that was a thing for you guys because they would play the Extreme Ghostbusters.
Oh.
UPN 9. I'm trying to think of what he could reasonably have been in that wasn't just A-Team, because A-Team is what you think of.
That's what you think of.
But was he in something weird where like he was in like Twilight Zone or something where you're just like, he gave a hell of a performance in that.
How many credits does Mr. T have on his IMDb?
Uh-oh.
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted, yes.
We
famously.
find out everyone has been in Haunted Mansion. He's probably in Chocolate City.
What was it? Road Redemption?
Taking it to the streets.
Wow.
Credits, he's got 66 as an actor.
Okay.
That's it?
All right. Okay.
And then 103 as self.
I mean, at what point, when do we, well, how do we draw the line between self and
Mr. T? Mr. T cereal. I paid it for. Who's my cereal?
Has nobody given Mr. T at least an honorary doctorate by this point?
Well, then he'd
And would
be
he have to
Dr.
go
T.
by-
and
would he go by Dr. T?
Maybe he's been offered and he's turned it down because that would ruin his name. He'd have to go by doctor legally. You can't you can't be a doctor and go by Mister. Flies in the face of doctors.
James, you got so close.
Oh no, wait, we could get it. You said what? Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers.
No.
Captain
Earlier.
Kangaroo.
And you,
I said earlier?
Earlier, you were kind of pulling this thread.
Oh, what did you say?
So
I
close.
said the Sesame Street, and then I thought Mr. Rogers.
But she's saying you said something
Before
earlier.
I was even closer than I realized.
Oh, so it's got to be. Is it like he was in Sanford and
He was
Son?
a bouncer. I don't know.
You saw
I don't
him
know
on
what
a
I
show,
don't
pro
remember what I
wrestling.
said.
Sylvester Stallone saw Mr. T while he was competing on NBC's America's Toughest Bouncer.
Oh,
Wow. All
Okay.
right.
I would have never gotten there, but yeah,
You haven't watched America's Toughest Bouncer?
not for years.
It's really good. You should see. They're on season 500.
American Gladiators is coming back, so why can't we bring back
Again?
America's
Is it
Toughest
really?
Bouncers? Yeah.
I'm in. You know, there's we discussed this. There was an American Gladiators restaurant. Did you know this?
I didn't know this.
Yeah. Or no, was it a restaurant or oh yeah, I think it was like if I'm recalling correctly,
Like
in
in
the
medieval times?
exactly.
Yeah.
Where you could go watch an American Gladiator, which sounds like the perfect.
Fantastic. I'd be
Sounds
there every
perfect.
weekend.
Yeah.
Or at least I'd say I'd be there every weekend, but honestly, I've probably only been 4 or 5 times.
Doesn't matter. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think they just came up with the idea for America's Toughest Bouncer so that the casting directors would have the opportunity to reject bouncers?
Maybe. Yeah, that's the whole.
That's a good point.
See how you like it.
and then they'd have to bounce the bouncers
Yeah,
out
bounce the
of the
bouncers.
studio.
I'm afraid this is as far as you go. I think that around this time period, bouncer culture was probably a lot more prevalent than it is now. Now it's just
Yeah.
someone with a UV light who scans your ID and then lets you into a place. But back then,
They took it seriously.
New York City,
Yeah.
nightclubs, I think bouncers were a bigger deal.
Also, Gen Z doesn't drink. The statistics show that drinking habits for Gen Z are way down compared to millennials and Gen X.
I don't like that.
Do they know that your liver repairs itself?
Yeah,
Thank you, Zach.
we got to tell them
Thank
your
you.
liver will be fine.
I don't blame that at all because it costs $1,000 to go out drinking.
That's great. I mean, if that's true, that's great. I mean, what
I'm
does
sure
it
there's
add?
other things that are being found to
It's the
fill
cost, and they're all like smoking weed and
Yeah.
stuff
That's fine.
anyway. But
That's
yeah.
fine.
So I feel like bouncers, the art of the bounce of
Mm.
having to break up an altercation is lost.
the nightlife is different.
I
Should
love
we
that.
go out somewhere and like fake a little tussle to give a bouncer
Something to do.
purpose, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
As they're stepping on our face, we go, "This was for you,"
Yeah.
and our teeth are all knocked out and bloody.
Yeah, he smash. Thank you.
Thank
Smash.
you. Yeah.
I would just like to know of the Answer For It crew who would get into the most clubs.
Elyse.
Me, absolutely.
Yeah, Elyse would get
Yeah.
in. That's
She go,
easy.
"Oh, hey, I'm from Canada." Ooh,
Right this way.
and they go, "Oh, a Canadian, huh?" Yeah.
Next question. Let's see. How do I want to stump? Okay, because we've been talking about Sesame Street a lot. Here's one that's related. Elmo.
Yeah.
Elmo, everyone's favorite red monster, has been part of Sesame Street since 1980.
Not mine.
Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite red monster? Clifford the dog? Is he a monster?
What's the other?
Grover.
Is it
Red?
Tully?
Telly? I
Telly,
love
Telly.
Telly. I think he's gotten kind of lost in modern Sesame Street.
I'm a Grover guy. I've always
love
been a
Grover.
Grover guy. Grover cracks me up.
Love
Clearly
Super
blue,
Grover.
though.
It was red part of the
I thought it
qualifiers.
was a
for-
little like purpley. Well,
I feel like Snuffleupagus also. We don't talk about Snuffleupagus a lot. We should bring that back. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I think modern Sesame Street doesn't know what to do with some of these characters. Or maybe they don't want to shoot some of like a bigger character like Snuffleupagus on a stage.
Sorry, Snuffy, not today. Oh, that's okay. I'm too big.
According to Sesame Workshop, Elmo is eternally what age?
It's really young, like 5 or something, I think.
They just say legal. They just go eternally legal.
Careful.
I
AJ.
can't think of a funny answer.
Why, what's wrong with that? There, he's legal.
Elmo rent a car in all 50 states.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Elmo can vote. They don't want to define it though. They just go, he's roughly legal.
Let's just say this. He can go on a cruise by himself.
Yeah. Can he rent a car?
Can you rent a car? That's the big one.
That's the thing. Not sure about rent a car. Maybe.
Yeah, Elmo can't leave Sesame Street.
Yeah, his ID just says legal. Yeah.
Do you think there will ever be a Sesame Street episode where they teach Elmo not to refer to himself in the third person?
Yeah, they're so hung up on numbers and counting and all this stuff. Can't they teach grammar?
Yeah. Listen, Elmo, look, we love you. Thank you for being on the show for 50 something years. We got to talk about your grammar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Elmo grammar.
Yeah. That we're going to have to.
Also, that's not something kids do. You know, if we went to like a kindergarten, then it's not like all the kids would be like, Derek just threw the baseball. Like, you know, they wouldn't do that.
Expensive as a caveman school, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, is it a sign of caveman narcissism?
Derek, create fire.
Do you think there was ever a caveman named Derek?
Why not?
D-Rock.
How old is the name Derek? What does it stem from?
What is the first?
Derricus?
Who is the first Derek?
Question. Who's the first significant Derek in history?
And is he? Because everyone here knows my Derek theory.
You have a
That there's-
Derek theory?
Yeah, that there's not a single Derek out there that's just like a normal full-grown man. Every Derek has some sort of immaturity, some sort of stuntedness baked into their personality.
I disagree. Thank you to all the Dereks who watch and support the show.
I think the Derek's who are watching and listening to the show completely confirm my theory because they're watching and listening to
I
this
had
show.
a Derek in high school who would wear a full suit and take a suitcase with him every day to school. And we were all like,
He was overcompensating because he wanted to disprove the stereotype that Derek's don't grow up.
But by doing so, he only proved it because
Yeah.
that's the most immature thing someone can use.
Why did you think he was doing this?
I didn't engage with him too much just because he wasn't obviously he wasn't the most social person. But he would like slick his hair back, wear a suit, carry a briefcase, and was just like, "Hello, I'm Derek." And I never questioned it because I think I was
acting.
mildly frightened.
Because he didn't know what an actual adult was, so he was pretending to be an adult because he's
But-
Derek.
Honestly, in hindsight, I love that. I think that's awesome.
It isn't. I'm not saying
Yeah.
this is a bad thing about
No.
Derek's. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's a true thing.
But that's
about
the
Derek's.
dominant Derek in my life, and I don't know too many Dereks. That's the Derek. And do we all have a Derek? Like that's
I've got a
the
bunch
guy.
of Derek's.
You're
they
lucky.
They all hit the bullseye.
I'm Derek free.
That's a shame.
Wow.
I want to make it clear. It's great to have a Derek in your life, but they're going to bring some sort of maybe chaotic youthfulness that isn't like a grown person thing.
The name Derek originates from the Old Germanic name Theodoric, which means people ruler, and first started appearing in the 14th century.
But when did it go from Theodoric to Derek? Theodoric is like
That's who we want to find is the first guy
First
who
Derek.
got rid of the Thea part at the
Yeah.
beginning, and he was like, no, call me Derek, and also I want to learn to surf at 42.
And he was going to say, I'd like to be called Doric. And they'd be like, okay, dork.
yeah.
Wait.
Derek. Yeah, what was the Theodoric too long? Me just Derek. Derek like the letter A, B, and C. And Elmo went, am I gonna steal that bit?
6 years old.
6? And you said
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 18. Undefined 18.
Made it right through. Okay.
Yeah, right through, because then Elmo could do more on the show. Right? Vote, smoke.
Keep Elmo
Be
young.
enlisted.
Yeah.
Elmo could go to war.
Elmo got I finally go to war.
Elmo-
Learn how to use
AJ's in that really toxic part of the manosphere that's got the countdown clock for when Elmo turns 18.
Oh, yeah.
But he's always been. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That was a thing that
I
people
know.
forget exists. Is like there was a.
Crazy.
I remember growing up the Mary-Kate and Ashley countdown.
It was one of those things where for us,
Disgusting.
we were
for
their
us,
age.
we were like,
Or were their peers?
we were like
Yeah.
15.
I think I'm the same age as them.
And so, so we were like, oh, all right.
I'm counting
okay.
down too.
Yeah, I also can't wait to be an adult.
Yeah.
But then you realize that all of that stuff was made by people who were in their like 30s and 40s. And you're like, what was happening?
And everyone, well, at least from our perspective, because we were young, was okay with it. We were all like, yeah. That's like, did no one was calling that.
Not even
were
okay
people
with
calling
it.
that
It
out?
was like high-fiving about it.
Yeah. That pops up. I was watching, I think it was the Eddie Brubeck was talking about like the Game Awards and stuff, Burbeck. And just some of the stuff that was said in some of those early Game Awards about, and I'm like, oh my God.
The Spike VGAs, yeah.
Yeah, we were just like, oh, okay, people are saying this, huh?
Mhm.
Anyway, sorry, I don't know if that's relevant, but Elmo probably get able to rent a car.
Hey,
pretty
you
good
wanna,
Elmo.
You want to do an
Yeah.
Elmo or something? Or
I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I want to test it out and then.
No, test it here.
It's tough because AJ does a good Elmo, so then everything else feels like,
Yeah.
well, I might not even
Sorry.
throw mine
Yeah.
out.
Elmo.
well, you just did a little something there that
I did, but I don't have the I don't have the falsetto for Elmo.
voice is too deep.
I'm too manly.
yeah, you're too well endowed.
Elmo is eternally 3.5 years old, so he can stay relatable to his preschool audience.
3.5. That
Three
seems
and
way
a half?
young.
I don't know. Is it relatable to be 3.5 for 50
The
years?
shit he's seen.
I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly. I've seen World War. Yeah.
The act of raising a toast dates all the way back to ancient Rome. What are the phrase's origins?
They would, instead of like going, cheers, Gary, they would hoist Gary up and light him on fire. They're like, how do you want your Gary? Oh, extra crispy, please. To you, my friend. Congrats on the wedding. And they'd burn him
They
to a
burn him
crisp.
alive like a
Yeah.
wicker man.
Like a what?
Like a wicker man.
Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Similar to that, it's because back then they had so much time to fill. We have podcasts now.
Mhm.
We can do all
So
kinds.
many.
Our days fly by back then you were begging for something to just take up your time. So what they would do is they would all take a slice of bread and then they'd hold it up and go, ha ha. And then it would be in the sun for so long that it would toast the bread. So they would hold their
Raising
arms
a
up
toast.
until it was toasted, and then they would all crunch on it
Would
together.
it be the kind of thing like you ever seen that picture of the guy who's been holding his arm in the air for 50
Oh my
years?
God, I hate
And his
that.
arm's like a skeleton
Yeah.
arm.
Just
Yeah.
a picture. Have you seen the videos?
Probably.
It's that's it.
He's
That's my
committed.
reaction.
He's
Sometimes
committed.
I feel that way when if I'm like in bed playing my Switch or something, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get that.
Your Nintendo
Yeah, it's
DS.
just gonna happen
I'm
like
gonna get
that.
Switch arm.
You might get switch arm.
And I know that he did that to protest against something, but I don't remember.
Wasn't
what.
it
Was
a
it?
god
Is it
thing?
all the AI games in the Nintendo store?
Probably.
Are there
That's
AI
what it
games
was,
in the
yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
store?
Yeah, people were talking about like third-party slop.
Oh
popping
no.
up. They're like, I saw some post, someone saying it's really hard for me to find actual deals because there's all kinds of trash now
I didn't
coming into the store.
Oh, I didn't know that was a
I
thing.
didn't
I have
know
the problem
either.
with Etsy. Like, is someone who uses Etsy to sell things, I like will then look for stuff and I'm like, this is all AI
Yep.
cosplay shit. And like,
Yeah.
but I didn't know games. I feel like that's easier to vet because someone has to send it to approval. Like talking to friends who develop games, they have to submit things for approval.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen.
It's like I was really excited about getting a toilet paper holder that looked like a corgi, and then I realized it didn't actually exist. Too good.
Yeah.
An AI.
It could
Yeah.
only be dreamed
April
up by a
Fools.
computer.
It's, well, we're recording on April Fool's Day, and I've already seen way too many AI generated people be like, isn't that funny? I'm like,
Yeah.
you suck.
You didn't do anything.
No.
You didn't make anything.
Also-
People used to toil for all of March and even some of February to come up with silly graphics for April Fools. And now you put one sentence into a chat GPT. It's not the same.
No. I once did concept art. Do you guys know this about Spielbergers?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I did like
restaurant that you did is
hand-drawn
great.
concept art for a friend who was developing a fake website pitch. Like it was a whole thing. for a thing called Spielbergers. And like I hand drew and digitally drew tons of concept art for this
Crazy.
thing. It's insane. I mean, I built a website.
Can we show it in the video?
I don't know if it exists anymore, but yeah, I might be able to dig up some of the art.
I feel like you showed it to me in like 2013 or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. I was working on it while at Game Trailers when I had downtime, but it was like all like that was, I don't think it was for April Fools. You might have revealed on April 1st that was like, it's a joke, but like it got traction and it was very interesting. But yeah, back in my day, we would waste time to create an April Fools thing.
Yeah.
Elmo was 3.5.
We worked so hard on such dumb shit. Not like now. Now we're doing cool stuff like this podcast.
What was the thing? Raising
Why do
a
we
toast.
raise a toast? Where does it come from?
Did we have the word
toast?
toast back then where they're just like, this bread's not cooked enough. Let's cook the bread again.
They probably didn't need to cook
they
it at all.
said toasted.
It was probably real hard.
It's a darker origin than that.
Uh-oh.
So,
Okay.
Not burning Gary.
Well, no, I don't think it's just about one man. I think after like battles and things, there would be piles of dead bodies that would have to be burned on the battlefield.
Wow.
So you would raise a glass of something to toast the dead.
Here's to the nights we felt
Wow.
alive.
E6. Nice.
That's what they would sing.
Yeah.
Was they-
S Club.
Yep.
Or
That was
song
the
by Vitamin C.
Yeah, graduation.
Yeah, graduate. We talked all night about the rest of our life.
Oh God.
Isn't it funny that those two songs came out around the time that we would be graduating or like
Deep
in
state
high
shit,
school?
man. Deep state shit.
Why did that happen?
Millennials?
There's never been anything like that since
No.
where like graduation.
The whole millennial experience tells me that we are in a simulation.
It might be.
Okay.
Because these are, I always say Blink 182, like, why were these grown men writing songs about high school girlfriends? They're
Well,
like,
this comes-
high school relationships are really hard. And I'm like, at the time, I was like, they are hard. But now I'm thinking, kind of like the 18-year-old clock, why were you writing that stuff for me? That was your point of view? Is that like high school is really difficult? And that's what your whole band is about? It's weird.
The hope is that they knew that's where the money was. And it's nothing more nefarious than that. Let's hope.
I guess. If we look at Angels and Airwaves, now we realize it's mostly about aliens.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's Angels in Air? Is that another Blink
That's
182?
Tom's other
The
band.
Blink 182 was composed of 3 members, and there are 3 total different bands that they are
I
in.
saw Angels and Airwaves like 20 years ago.
Don't forget about Boxcar Racer.
Boxcar Racer.
See?
Wow.
3 bands for 3 members.
I feel like the Tom DeLonge, if you guys ever watched any of his stuff where he talks about aliens, I feel like they're using him as like, what's the word? Like a psyop or like a misinformation funnel because they're just like, we've got this stuff. And he's like, oh, I can't wait to see. Like, he's just so into it. And he's like in the way that Dan Aykroyd is like, there's 32 species of alien grays. We've got the blue, the green, like it feels like Tom DeLonge. It's Tom DeLonge. That's the one that's obsessed with aliens, right? He was just so wants it so bad that he's getting all the information and going, I've learned the true secrets. Where are you? Where are you?
Aliens in the sky.
Shouting into the void. Yeah.
Right. They would drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health and then raise it. Hence the raising a toast.
They'd soak it up, get drunk
It
on
was
bread.
all bread based.
It was all
This
bread
whole
based,
time?
baby.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Wait, you want something hard? You want a hard
give us
question?
some really difficult question. The hardest one you have.
All right.
I feel like we're primed for it because we've been doing really good this
Here we go.
episode.
Yeah. We've been killing it.
The European Recovery Program was signed on April 3rd, 1948 by President Harry Truman. What was it better known as?
Oh, not that hard.
Yeah, what?
What have you done?
This is an easy
You
one.
ruined the show.
This is an easy one, guys. We're talking about the post-war Reformation era, okay? The European Recovery Program was signed on April 3rd, 1948 by President Harry Truman. What was it better known as? It had a more colloquial name.
Let me say that I don't like this question.
Yeah, skip.
It was
Because-
the big, beautiful recovery.
Because here's the deal. I know we've all learned this.
Have we?
I'm sure we have. But Elyse is probably the least likely person to have learned it in school.
No, I did because I have a degree in political science.
What was the question again?
So I definitely learned
What
about
was
this. The European Recovery Program was signed on April 3rd, 1948 by President Harry Truman. What was it better known as? You don't know that I have a degree in
NATO.
political science? With the specialization in international relations?
What is a European recovery?
No.
Does it involve aliens?
No,
You've been really putting it to use with this question
Really
it's because the
only.
war was really bad for Europe. So this is their way of working together to help.
Well, where are these
Rebuild it.
Europeans that we have to recover them from?
No,
Are they
it's
at
not.
sea?
They're recovering economically.
I don't know. Where are they? What are they lost in the jungle? Maybe those Europeans are going, oh, I can't find my way out of these bloody trees. And we had to come as like, Operation Find Nigel was the name
Is that
it was
how
known
European
as.
sound in your
Hello,
mind?
I'm European. And I'm lost in this jungle again. These bloody bushes, I gotta whack my way through them. I can't find my way out.
Sound
never-
almost New Zealand.
I'm from
More
New Zealand
desperately
now.
wanted to remember something.
It's a hard question, and I really just have it as a joke question.
And we're giving you a joke answer.
It was called the Marshall Plan,
I knew that.
named after U.S. Secretary of State George C. Marshall.
Yeah, where they sent them all to Marshalls and they said, buy whatever you want. This clothing is real cheap.
It was the economic aid they sent to Western Europe to help rebuild in the post-war era. That's it.
I
It's not
did-
a fun question.
I did
No.
2 bits for you and you shut them down.
I didn't shut them down.
Yeah, you just went, yeah, it was an
No,
economic
you
plan.
guys, sometimes I'm just like, I need to just have a minute to myself, and you guys need to all banter with each other.
But I was bantering at
Why
you.
you
I want to
pointing at me like
include
that?
No,
you.
you guys are always looking at me so expectantly, like approve.
Well, you're holding the laptop
you
with
want
all the
approval.
questions.
Uppies.
You want approval? Oh, laugh at my jokes. Laugh at my jokes. Why don't you all just do a bit together for once?
But also, you
But we
asked.
don't laugh at each other.
No, I
Sometimes
hate
Zach
him.
and
I
laugh
hate
at
him
each
and
other,
him.
But AJ doesn't laugh at anyone.
I don't laugh at nothing. Nothing makes me laugh.
But I have to do banter with every one of you individually. When I'm just saying, can't you just cross pollinate there?
Well, they're not even your husbands.
Yet.
They don't even care about me.
We're working on the technology.
We're going to be stuck together whether you want to marry us or not.
Yeah.
So will your clothing be like a fusion of your respective styles?
Yes, it'll be a moto style
Yeah.
velour
It's gonna
tube.
Be sweatpants stuck to tiny little shorts.
Oh, man, that sounds great.
Well, that's the answer to that.
Great. Don't make that sound any more fun than it wasn't. Well, that's the answer to that.
Wait,
Thanks,
I
everyone.
want to go. Explain this degree to me.
Political science?
You have a degree
I went to
in
school for 4 years,
and graduated.
graduated, and got a degree in political science because I thought maybe I would be a journalist or a pundit or a lawyer or something. And then this is how it fucking worked out.
I mean, what else could you hope
Good for
for? This is
me.
kind of the peak, right? Like, isn't this the best? You want to be in journalism today?
Until switching to vanilla in the 1940s, Hostess Twinkies had what flavor cream filling?
I thought this was going to be a vanilla ice question. Like, legitimately. Until switching to vanilla. Vanilla ice was originally named. Oh, you're looking that up? What was a vanilla ice's original name?
No, I'm just looking.
We all know it's Robert Van Winkle, don't we?
Robert Van
Now that
Winkle.
you say it, yes.
Was he
I
asleep
did
for
know.
500 years? Why
did
was
know
he?
that.
Was that a fake real name?
That's
Real
his
name?
real name.
Robert Van Winkle, huh?
Yeah, no
We're not
relation.
suspicious of him in any way that
No
he might be putting
relation.
people to sleep?
Some people just have names, AJ.
No, not this one. Robert Van Winkle.
He seems like a Derek.
Yeah,
I think
real-
if we found out Vanilla Ice's name is Derek, we'd all be like, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to say normal.
Normal?
Normal cream.
Cream.
Yeah. Now with normal cream. Because cream could just be cream. You could just have cream that's cream flavored.
Oh, so like when you like a new car scent?
Yeah. Like
But even
whatever
that's a
that
What are
scent.
you talking about?
Fresh-
cream
What's
could just
normal
be-
cream?
fresh
So-
factory cream.
So just like whipped cream with
Yeah.
no flavor?
You make a cream and then you go, that's normal cream. That's the flavor, is cream. Why do we need to make our cream flavored like something else? Cream itself, is that not a flavor?
I feel like
It's like milk.
the flavor of cream is milk.
Right. But milk is a flavor. I wouldn't want it, but I'm saying that it is at its base a flavor. So they just went, why, we got to jazz this up. People ain't buying Twinkies. We got to do something to sex up this Twinkie.
It's
Vanilla.
It was the color. They were trying to make it match the color, so they picked everyone's favorite yellow flavored fruit, the durian.
You did a little pivot there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
How'd you
Hard
going?
right.
And you laughed, and I said it right to you, and you
Okay,
laughed.
but don't say it to me. But say this to someone else, and then they'll build on it, and they'll do like a little
Elyse,
banter.
Durian.
I don't know what's the durian with you.
Hey, got him.
No, I don't want to have
What
to
are
be
you
part.
doing, guys?
Have either of you had durian?
Let's do this.
No, I'm enduring this joke right now.
Nice job.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do the improv back and forth with you guys.
So you just want to be a witness?
just want to ask the question.
She does the prep.
So you're like the cream flavor of the podcast, just kind of normal, just kind of milk.
It's milk. Milk is a flavor.
White. They just said original white filling, and now they're like, we should probably stop calling it
Look
that.
at each other.
You're in my original white filling. Zach is the white filling of our podcast.
It's like I think it's got to be. I was gonna say coconut.
That's
Coconut.
way too wild for like the 50s.
No, they were like originally it was coconut, and then they're like maybe if we did vanilla for Twinkies, we could do the pink balls with the coconut.
They switched to vanilla in the 40s.
The 40s. Oh, they switched to vanilla in the 40s because it had to be
Great Depression.
When
the
did Hawaii become
the
a
Great
state?
Depression. It had to be the Great Depression. So yeah, coconuts were scarce.
I love the idea of you now in 2026 not even having the time or concern to say depression and taking a time machine and letting someone who's living through it see you in your tracksuit calling it the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, how much left do we have our can of beans?
This rich man.
Yeah.
In the Dust Bowl of California.
With his candy drawer in his robot chair, in his velour suit,
Yeah.
G Depresh. I'm going to say chocolate because of the war, because they loved being like, sorry, can't have that. And I feel like chocolate was one of those things where it's like, we're sending them to the boys overseas.
And I believe it was the first or second episode we learned that the war,
The
Kit Kats, they,
Yeah.
The rappers.
yep.
We're sending them.
Blue wrapper.
Was it a blue? Yeah, what was it? We're using red ink for war.
They needed the red.
For something. For the
Something.
uniforms, the famous American
It
uniforms.
wasn't
because
even
they
that
weren't using the
needed
real-
red. It was because they had to denote that it was not. It was
Not the right chocolate.
The right chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes
The
sense.
flavor was banana. But follow-up question.
mm.
In 1998, rapper Vanilla Ice played a free concert in Birmingham, Alabama to
Mhm.
promote a thrash metal version of Ice Ice Baby. During the show, he threw copies of his album into the audience. What did the audience do in response?
Go to the hospital.
They threw it back.
What,
They're
throw
back.
copies. Wait, what year are we saying? So CDs?
1998. Yeah, I guess it would have been CDs.
CDs and cassettes, the sharpest of the things that
But
you
the
could.
easiest to throw. I would say if you're ever gonna throw an album into the audience, CDs is the best thing to do it.
Frisbee.
What can you do?
Frisbee
No
right
record,
back.
vinyl record.
Flash drives now? What are we doing?
Just a bunch of tape, like maybe just like cassette, like the innards of a cassette.
Reel to reel?
Reel to reel.
I mean, if you throw a CD hard enough, could you ghost ship somebody? Take their head clean off?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. See, if someone could take like those magicians that throw playing cards, you can go ship the hell out of an entire boat.
Gambit.
Like Gambit.
I've had the privilege of being on
Go
stage for a couple live events with audiences, and at least twice I've thrown something playfully into the audience that has just really hit someone in the face.
Ooh.
And every time I close my eyes, I see it. And I want those people to know, if they're still out there, that I see it every single time.
Wow.
And I feel bad.
That's what that song.
Never intentional, because you're always like, yippee, yippee. And then it goes to someone who's not paying attention, and then you see it hit their face, and then it's a burnt in memory.
That's terrible.
That's probably how Rosie O'Donnell fell when she was slinging
With the cooshes.
Koosh balls.
Yeah.
I like slinging koosh.
Slinging koosh.
What does that
Slinging koosh.
mean?
Yeah. But we know those are safe unless they had sometimes it had faces on them.
Mhm.
You'd have like a Kermit the Frog in it that could just torpedo into someone's eyeball.
James was right. They threw them back.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Of course they did.
The ones who weren't incapacitated because they got their throats slit by a bunch of CDs, either CD or CD case, both dangerous. You don't want either of those thrown
Yeah,
at
but
you.
also the most likely thing to throw. There's no other way to throw music.
Just
really.
a bunch of scan codes. What are the bunch of
it doesn't
hard
work.
drives, thumb drives? Very safe.
No.
Those little silicone piggy ones you can get at like Staples. Just a bunch of thumb
That's what
drives.
Vanilla Ice should have thrown out.
Yeah.
In 1998.
Wasn't he the one that was like, I hate computers? Didn't he go on a whole thing where he was like, screw computers, technology sucks? Like within the last like 5 years, he like went on a tirade, or was it the guy from Sugar Ray?
Oh, he's got a dislike for technology. He thinks that computers ruin the world.
Yeah.
But he's not. Is he wrong?
Oh, he's right.
No.
I think he's kind of right.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those broad statements where it's like money ruined the world. And you're like, okay,
Cars ruin the world.
great
True.
job.
Yeah.
Wait, what a take.
He says
How
he
nuanced?
doesn't like apps and smartphones and snap craps.
Snap craps. Is that the thing when you unscrew a Snapple and it's got a little fact under it, but it's a poop?
He prefers the 90s lifestyle, including going to malls and accessing entertainment through platforms like Blockbuster.
Yeah, because that's when he was
we
rich.
all do.
Yeah, if I
We all
were,
prefer that.
I was the most famous thing for co-opting like in rap music. I would in the 90s. I would be like, yeah, I want to go back there.
Yeah, he probably blew all his money on Blockbuster fines.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Lost his fortune
She
on the
just
late
bought the
fees.
store.
Could have
Always.
just bought the movies.
Or the movies. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. But he wanted to have walls and walls of the same movie.
I have a personal quick question for you guys before we finish.
I have one for you as well.
Sure.
Oh, you go ahead.
Remember when Rosie O'Donnell had a bunch of novelty desks? Like every episode, she'd like change her desk to something crazy or wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, I'd love to get my hands on that Tom Cruise one.
There's a Tom Cruise desk.
Yeah, she had a Tom
Does
Cruise
it look
desk.
like him?
It's like plastered with a bunch of like images of him. Because remember
She was obsessed with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
how she was like, I love Tom Cruise. What a time! What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
That you would tune in every single day to see a Rosie O'Donnell talk show. And the constant thing was, I wonder if Tom Cruise is aware of this.
4 years ago, Rosie O'Donnell gave an interview and said Tom Cruise is the only person who never misses her birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
She'll always love him, even if she does not understand his Scientology beliefs.
Yeah.
Isn't Rosie O'Donnell gay?
Yeah.
But she loved Tom Cruise. I mean, that's the
That's
power of
what I'm
Tom
saying.
Cruise.
It's like, that's
Yeah.
what that's.
Do you think that was a producer note?
She's a funny person. She probably realized that it was a good bit that really
It's true.
resonated with her audience.
Did it-
And,
Did he show up on the show? I mean, he
and
must have.
yeah, I think that was like the huge thing is like one time he did show up on the show and then
Yeah.
it was like a big deal. That was like the biggest
And
thing
I
that happened in
think
television.
they got gacked together at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Nice.
Could you imagine getting
man.
gacked
AJ and Zach will get gacked
or
together.
slimed, I guess?
When
Yeah.
or slimed, yeah.
That's
they'll-
how we'll be when they finally put us out of our misery. That's how be our requested euthanization. We'll be getting slimed together.
What category would we be chosen by kids?
worst husbands,
Oh.
Worst husband.
worst conjoined
Not
husband,
best
Worst
kiss.
Yeah. Brusbands, the brother husbands. Yeah.
best unintentional kiss
Unintentional kiss, huh?
because it just kind of happens because you have no choice.
Yeah.
There's no
You're
way it's
immediately next to each
unintentional because they're tied at the waist. They
We're
both
not
have to do a
tied,
full
We have to-
sit up.
fused.
They're
Work
fused.
together.
Fused.
Yeah.
We're fused face to face,
in kissing position.
and we can never see anything but each other.
Sounds heavenly. What was your personal question you were going to
I
ask?
think I'll save my question for the next episode.
Oh.
But now the audience is going to be like, please, I need that new episode.
Hey,
Whoa.
ask
Okay.
questions
I
every day.
love what you were like. I wanted to ask everyone a personal question.
It's not really
then,
personal.
And then James was like, I have a personal question that has nothing to do. I just thought of Rosie O'Donnell and I wanted to do a bit.
well, his actually was more relevant than mine because we had talked about Rosie.
We talked about it,
Koosh.
Zach. I also asked everyone else, and no one offered their opinion on what novelty desk they wanted. So
I don't remember any other
I,
novelty
tossed
desk.
I-
I put my whole heart out there, and no one
Did she have one with
Cared.
dinosaurs? Because
I would say Flintstone desk. Did she have a Flintstone
Oh.
desk?
probably had a Flintstone.
I just read the Rosie O'Donnell moments that I remember from that show are when she scolded Britney Spears for the way she dressed.
Mm.
And then got into a debate with Tom Selleck about the NRA,
Mhm,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember
and then
that.
Okay.
spoiled Fight Club.
Wow.
hmm
And I enjoyed the show overall, and then she also had a conversation with Richard Simmons, and Richard Simmons was talking about the type of wife that he would like to marry.
Was it Tom Cruise?
And she was like, Richard, don't you think it's more important in a marriage than loving somebody's beautiful hair? Don't you think there are other things? And he was like, no.
I mean,
You remember this pretty vividly.
is he wrong?
Yeah, I guess I agree.
Do you think you're going to make AJ grow out his hair when you're fused husbands?
Our hair will grow into each other like the Navi, how they make love with their tails.
All right. Well, that's the end of our episode. Thank you so much for being here. I'll save my question. Little tease. Because I think I want to see how they feel about it.
There's a huge drop off in listenership.
Yeah, little
Between
tease.
episode
Have
and
we
episode
ever
because
had
people
a
don't want to hear about your
cliffhanger
life.
on Answer For It before?
This is the first one. Well, you had your weird ghost story.
June, oh, didn't you cut that?
Not yet.
Okay.
everyone gets so hung up on the Na'vi
Lovemaking.
lovemaking because that's the same way they also attach to their horses, But I honestly think that maybe we're not fully, maybe we're applying our like sense of what sexuality and the central nervous system is to them. And maybe it's not the same. Like you can have a connection like eye to eye with someone that feels very deep and emotional. And you can also have it with like your pet or something. So maybe the slick little tails intertwining with each other isn't like a penis and a vagina. It's like just a beautiful look.
So like a cloaca.
You've really given this a lot of thought for somebody who just called those flying beasts horses.
They have horses as well. If you've seen all of the movies.
I have not.
Okay, well, there we go. They also have fish that they ride on. Basically anything that they ride, they plop their little tail
Piggy of the
into.
podcast
like
is
USB.
Sylvester Stallone for snuffling out Mr. T.
Oh, nice job.
I want to say thank you to all of our splendid daddies who make this show go around. Jesus Christ, Pseudonym, Doomfeather, Adam R. Savage, Tina Narvaez Jr., Uncle Marcus, and Evan M. And a shout out to Candy Door Taste Tester, Chris Schroeder, Piggy of the podcast, Post Poo Zoomies,
What?
and Mike Admirer, Spooky Klooky.
Hello,
Spooky
Spooky Klooky. Wait, what was the one before that? The
Post Poo Zoomies.
Post
Dog poops and then they
Zoomies.
get happy about it. I'm sure that's what it means.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. My dogs don't go poop and then get excited.
No?
I guess they get excited, but they don't get zoomies.
When they kicking up the
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
Should I ask my question and then you guys can think about it before the next
Sure.
time we record?
Just don't forget that you asked.
Okay.
We're gonna want to
And
answer right
also,
away.
who won the Mark John Jeffries People
Mark
PC?
Long John Johnson
Thank you,
Silver.
Zach.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think should win it?
I don't remember anyone giving a real answer.
I don't remember
Nobody wins it.
anyone
then.
being funny for the whole episode.
We're banking it for next week. No eliminations this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question that I was going to ask you guys, which we'll answer next time on the show. Who do you think knows more about science? Us with our knowledge, modern knowledge, or Sir Isaac Newton?
The
Don't
person?
answer now.
The person
Sir Isaac Newton
on his own.
on his own.
And there's an aggregate amount of science.
Do you think we know more science? Or do you think if we compared our knowledge of science, who knows more? Stay
wow.
tuned next time on Answer For It.
And
Dummies versus
do a
Newtons.
sound effect that's like dun dun dun
Can you just do it and I'll use you
Yeah.
doing it?
dun dun dun.
Next time on Noobs versus Newtons.
Answer For It is an Airwave Media podcast.